have the sushi sashimi not fish today. Okay? So don't think about the fish guy. I'm meat guy today. Then we introduce this gentleman from New York City. So I have a travel overseas and international things. So he's in charge of the restaurant of New York. She helped me one time to be Iron Chef. Did we win? No. Okay, and then she's going to explain what we want to do today. And then, so what's the Japanese beef meat and what's the difference between Kobe, Matsunaga, domestic Wagyu, or domestic this. So because his English is better than my English. Okay.
So, Dana already mentioned, we're going to dispel a few myths. We're just going to talk about Japanese beef. This is our premier saga beef. Obviously, you can immediately see the difference from most beef. So, the lighter color, the marbling is amazing. As far as taste goes, there's no comparison. It's a whole different beast. So I just want to go over a few things briefly, just talk about a little history of Wagyu, and then move right into the demonstration. Wagyu, basically, definitions of the title, Wagyu means Japanese cattle. And essentially, this unique animal has been around for 500 years. In the beginning, there was only used for agriculture, which actually is the reason that the animal came to be. At that time, you know, if you think about the climate and the terrain in Japan, you have these farmers just using this animal for harvesting rice, for moving things. Not a lot of space for the animal to move around. Not a lot of space for the animal to move around. So each day, you know, they would massage the animal. That's where massages come from. We hear about those stories, just to kind of calm them down, keep the muscles loose, help them relax, so that they don't tense up and still be able to work. During the hot months, obviously, you know, you hear about them feeding beer. When they didn't feed them beer, that was to stimulate their appetite. Because when it was hot, they didn't want to eat, they wanted to take care of their animals, because they're machinery, basically. So they would feed them beer. You know, they gave them a beautiful diet. I mean, there were no hormones, nothing artificial. They were eating rice and grains. So they lived a very natural life. And so this went on for hundreds of years. So if you can imagine this happening and then, you know, breeding with other like animals over time, over hundreds of years, you have this very unique animal. So when finally, you know, the ban on eating the animals were lifted and they actually wanted to enjoy this, they maintain the same techniques that they even do today to keep the meat as is. Basically, the highest quality animal is it's a black cattle, the Kuroge, and that's what describes Japanese beef. And you know, usually there's famous places that are known for their practices, their techniques, for their climate, their history of breeding. That's kind of kept the quality of beef evolved. You've all heard of the Kobe Prefecture. You know, Saga is another very important one where we actually get this. We also have Osaka, also very famous. And it's because they keep with the traditional methods. You know, they're not mass producing. They're really taking their time to take care of animals so that we have this result. So that's actually the side. You always hear about quality. You see it on the menus. You see. This is actually a Wagyu grade A5. I want to say that's about a 9 to 10. Not so. No, impossible. When you hear about that A5, the first number usually has to do with the meat quality, and that goes from 1 to 5. The quality is based on things like firmness and texture, color and luster, the color of the fat, and then the second number is the marbling, the abundance of marbling, and that goes from 1 to 11 almost impossible, and so marbled that it's not great for a lot of preparations. Yeah. That's why we kind of go down a little bit. Once you reach the A5 in quality, immediately the marbling has to be 8. So anything you see in A5 already has one of the highest abundance marblings. Now, if you were to compare this to American beef in its own right, still amazing. You know, Angus, Holstein, Americans love beef. Australia also known for their beef. You know, big fields, roaming, very muscular beasts. Some of them very similar to the black Japanese cat. I would say the best prime beef you could get would probably be an 8.3 in quality and maybe a 4 to 5 in one. Just to give you an idea of comparison, they're using the Japanese standard. Which brings us to things like American Wagyu or Australian Wagyu, which is basically taking the animal itself or artificial insemination from Japanese beef and crossbreeding it with either, you know, usually a black Angus or a Holstein, producing something that by American standards they call better than prime, which is it's a little step up from prime. It takes on the marbling characteristics of Japanese beef, but the meat's a little darker. That still has a great flavor, but it's great in its own right, but it's like this kind of stands out. So, that being said, this here, Saga beef, what's unique about this and unique with Chef Morimoto is the high quality Wagyu is never, this quality's never really been available in the United States. You know, the highest grade of even like Kobe, which is kind of it's like a brand name, so it's like a Toyota. Really hasn't been available until recently, and so through like this mutual appreciation, Saga Prefecture wanted to bring their highest quality beef to the United States. Now Chef Morimoto in Morimoto, New York is the only place in the United States to carry what is probably the highest grade Japanese beef in the country. Usually, you know, you have to take people's word. With each piece of beef that we get, we have a certificate, and it has this is a different certificate than normal, but it actually has, instead of like a human has a thumbprint, we'll actually get the nose print of the animal. And also it'll show its lineage, it'll show the family tree of the animal, showing, you know, which grade, you know, its predecessors carried. It shows like, you know, the tradition being carried along with the quality and the grade of each, you know, its mother and its mother's mother.
Can I start?
You can start.
English.
A few dishes we're going to do today. A few of them actually doing a restaurant now. And it is kind of a break in the middle of doing normal meat and potatoes with beef. The first we're going to do is Saga tortilla. Kind of play on a tartare, kind of play on a quesadilla, if you will.